Hey, I'm Megan. Usually I talk about sustainable marketing on my YouTube channel, but I recently went on a 5-month trip through the United States. We visited over 20 national parks, and I want to share the adventure with you. Our second ecological stop took us to the beautiful mountains of Southeast Tennessee. Come along as I show you how our changing climate is impacting this beautiful place. Imagine this. Foss and ferns cover the ground. As you walk the nature trail, you almost feel like you're swimming through the air. It's that humid. Welcome to the Smoky Mountains National Park, a beautiful national park spanning Tennessee and North Carolina. This treasured landscape is indigenous Cherokee land. The Cherokees called this mountain Chattanooga, the place of blue smoke. I have some memories of this national park, having visited more than 20 times as a child. I grew up camping and hiking along the rocky streams and dense tree cover. It's special, which is why I wanted to dive into how our changing climate is impacting my favorite national park. If you didn't know, the national park is America's most biological and diverse park. It's truly special to save from the tightening grip of climate change. At first glance, it might seem that climate change won't reach the rather mild, damp, and wet forests of the Smokies, but none of our natural places will be safe from climate change. Current projections suggest that the Smoky Mountains will experience drier and wetter weather moving forward. These forests will see more dynamic changes when it rains and when it doesn't, and the quantity of that participation will fluctuate. It'll just be unpredictable. These changing weather patterns will impact animal and plant species. For example, the red-cheeked salamander thrive in this damp and wet ecosystem. They could become non-existent as they're highly affected by changing temperatures. As anything in nature, one species disappearing has compounding effects. For example, these salamanders love land-bound insects and worms, which normal salamanders can't find. But trees, let's talk about them. You might start seeing more coniferous trees and less deciduous trees. The Fraser fir and the red spruce might move higher in elevation with less area to thrive and grow. Red and white oaks will become more stressed with inconsistent precipitation and see more disease and insect infections. It's hard to look around this beautiful place and imagine it changing, but I think that's the reality starting to sink in for many. Even our favorite places and those that seem to be hidden from climate change will change during our lifetimes. Okay, so what can you do about it? Here are 3 ways you can help save this beautiful place. 1. Buy firewood local. Bringing firewood from home could have invasive species attached, pests, and diseases. Buy your firewood locally. 2. Document species. Data is king when fighting the impacts of climate change. Check out the Nature's Notebook program in the United States. If you're a regular park attendee, document what you see changing around the park and help scientists. 3. Leave no trace. Practice no trace rules and take out what you bring into the national park. This beautiful place made a comeback from extensive logging in the early 1900s. It can come back resilient from this too. It just needs your support, empathy, and dedication to make it happen. I hope you enjoyed this stop on my tour around the United States. Don't forget to subscribe for the next video. Up next, Rocky Mountains National Park.